Hi guys, this is Jeff Bevis again. This is my third video. Whoever knew that I'd be a shy guy? What a surprise, huh? Being contradictive. Anyway, I'd like to talk to you about a couple of things today. One, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. If I don't stutter, it'll be a very short video. And the last part of this video, I'd like to explain what I'm doing now. Okay, to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm the youngest of four brothers. Their names are Beep Hole number 1, Beep Hole number 2, and Beep Hole number 3. When it came to me when I was born, my parents just did the traditional name of Jeff. How boring is that? Anyway, my mother was known for her cake decorating. And she was great with wedding cakes, anniversary cakes, bar mitzvah cakes, bassinet cakes, whatever. She was also a very talented seamstress. And during the month of November, my father would take my four older brothers, 1, 2, and 3, Beep, and they would go up deer hunting. Now I was very young, I couldn't go deer hunting. So my mother would stay home with me, or we would go up to Massachusetts to her mother's in Reading, and we would do all kinds of arts and crafts. That's where I got the artistic ability from my mom. Well, one day it did come time for me to go hunting. I was probably about 17 to 19, around that age. And my father went all out for me because of my special condition. And he bought me a snowmobile suit, a snowmobile, every time a warm type of gear, like the padded seat, which felt very good. And the gloves, the whole bit, the electrical gloves. I was afraid I might get electrocuted. But anyway, the day of the hunt, my first hunt came, and I went out on the snowmobile with my father's Winchester 30-30 underneath my seat, and I also brought my camera. I always bring my camera, and he set me up at the bottom of a hill. It was beautiful, and just about sunrise, I saw this big orange glow come up behind the hill, and it lit up the trees in silhouette. It was gorgeous. Then about maybe a half hour just sitting there with my feet up on the handlebars, relaxing. This is how I hunt, and sipping my hot cocoa in a thermos. I saw this beautiful deer come up over the mountain. It was a buck with probably about a 10-pointer. So I picked up my camera and I took quite a few shots of it. All of a sudden, to my right, it sounded like the Normandy invasion over in France. And I had heard all these gunshots. So about 10 minutes later, my father comes to me and he says, and he's all out of breath, "You get the shot? You get the shot?" I says, "Yeah, I got several shots." He says, and he looks at me. He sees the camera. He sees the gun underneath the seat. So he says, "How could you get a shot if your gun's there?" I says, "I got it on my camera." Well, that was the end of my hunting days. Thank goodness, because my father has a saying, if you shot it, you got to dress it. So I said, "What's the big deal? We'll just put the deer in a tuxedo. What's the big deal?" So, but he didn't mean dress it. He meant dress it out. So I said, "No, I'll just stick to my photography, thanks." Anyway, that's a little bit of my tidbit of my life, how I grew up and so forth. What I'm doing nowadays, I'm just about on the final stage of getting my 501(c), which is a non-for-profit business. My business will be known as Wheels in Motion Enterprises. And what the business is geared up to do is to hire handicapped artists with other artists, and we'll do art projects. And with the proceeds of selling the projects, their artwork, the proceeds will be given to the handicapped communities and the Wounded Warriors Foundation and the paralyzed, disabled veterans and so forth. That's about it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any comments, please let me know. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you next Monday. Thank you.